In-home supportive services provides assistance, personal care assistance, and domestic services assistance to folks who are either disabled, blind, or elderly and live in their own home. And with this program, they're able to remain safely in their home without the need of having to go into a long-term care facility. A consumer applies for IHSS online. It's over the telephone. The application goes out to the consumer's home. There needs to be a provider, someone that's willing to care for the consumer. The consumers now have to go through an orientation process. They have to be fingerprinted to make sure that there is no felonies. And once the consumer-provider relationship is established, and there's also an assessment at the recipient's home, the consumer's home, where we assess the needs, how many hours are needed for personal care, for domestic services, and the social worker staff make that determination. IHSS is one of the fastest growing programs in the state of California. As the population ages, it continues to grow. So naturally, the size of the program merits a closer look at the program. In LA County and the state are very interested in program integrity. We like our programs to have the public trust. We also know that there's a limited amount of funds available for these very important programs, so it's our job to ensure that the funds that are available go to the right participants.
We received the additional state funding to focus on IHSS fraud, which has been a growing problem in Los Angeles County for a number of years, and that was recognized by the legislature and by our office, and thereby we applied along with DPSS for this supplemental anti-fraud funding. One of the motivators, I think, for the awareness of how much fraud existed in the IHSS program was a 2007-2008 civil grand jury report in Los Angeles County, which identified and examined the IHSS program and made conclusions that it was really ripe with fraud, that there were fingerprint checks needed to be done, more verification of recipient eligibility, as well as a number of other recommendations that the grand jury made. It's quite clear that these anti-fraud efforts have resulted in the discovery of a significant amount of fraud, even with the limited resources in terms of investigations and the funding. Beyond just the cases that we've found of fraud and the cases that have been filed, there's additional savings to the counties in terms of the deterrent effect of individuals not signing up for this program who may be interested in fraud because they're deterred by the fact that they may have to go through the fingerprinting process, they may in fact be convicted felons, or they have something else in their background that would tip off the authorities that maybe they're participating illegally in this program. And if you look at the statistics in terms of the amount of money that's paid out per provider and recipient in each of these instances, you can see that in LA County, for example, the average recipient receives approximately 75 to 100 hours on the average a month, which over the course of a year is about anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 a year in benefits. Now, if you find fraud at any stage of a particular recipient, and of course a connected provider, and that person is eliminated from the program because of the fraud, you're saving the county $8,000 to $10,000 a year. And without anti-fraud efforts, it's conceivable that the person who is committing fraud could, over a period of 10 years, cost the counties up to $100,000, just in one instance alone.
These criminal filings account for over $3 million in misspent funds, and to date we've collected over $400,000. In Los Angeles County, we have over 180,000 consumers, so we have the largest caseload in California by far. Well, we were very honored to be recognized by CSAC, and we're very proud of our commitment to program integrity in Los Angeles. We're very proud of our successful collaboration with the various entities. So we're very proud to have been recognized for a product that we believed and we thought was a winning project. So we are very happy to be recognized.